Hi! Welcome to Plastic Profiles! And as you've just heard and may have heard earlier in another episode, our favorites of 2023, you may have heard that song then, but judging by the views, you didn't. That song is Not Yours, Never Was, by Cherub Tree. Cherub Tree. You can find them on Instagram at Cherub Tree Band. That's my daughter's band. Yeah, awesome. She is the singer, so of course I use a clip that does not involve any singing. But not because she doesn't. She's great. I just that part with the drum that fires me up, and she could be screaming through it, and I'd put it on there, but she doesn't. So, anyways, hi.
Good.
We are back with another episode. I am AgentChuckles, and with me is the best co-host and co-person for the job that I know.
Oh,
Steven the Writing Dad.
Hey, Steven the Dad. What's going on, folks?
And so what we do here at Plastic Profiles. What we do here at Plastic Profiles is. I'm in a little rusty. It's been a while.
Hey, you know what? I was preparing for this, man, and I was all day finger exercises.
That's right.
It was like this opening stuff,
So first, we take a classic vintage G.I. Joe or Cobra file card, and we analyze, scrutinize the corresponding classic vintage G.I. Joe or Cobra figure. You with me so far? Yeah. Hold on. Are you with me so far? Okay, so I won't do that anymore. Probably. I'm gonna definitely do it at some point. Okay, so back here. Then we take the counterpart classified action figure of that same character, and we analyze which of those two characters, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, looking at you, Snake Eyes, which one is of that character. So, for example, Snake Eyes version 1 would be the Commando Snake Eyes. So we look at the Commando Snake Eyes, and then the classified version of the Commando Snake Eyes. Which one's the best? That sort of thing. And that's what we do. That's what we do here.
We have fun doing it.
We have a lot of fun doing it. We have a lot of fun doing it, regardless of what our viewers say.
That's right. That's right.
So Skype is trying to. Okay. So today is the second part of the second series in our Valentine's extravaganza. So we've already spoiled it with Tripwire. Who this is going to be? It's going to be the Firefly himself. He's not really a couple. I understand. I don't think there's any mythology where they're actually like arch enemies or anything like that. But I'm also not going to put in here how to do bombs and things. So I put in what Tripwire does, because basically Tripwire's whole job is to foil Firefly. As I see it.
Okay.
And we only go by file cards. We don't go by comics or cartoons or fan fiction or romance novels or Hallmark movies or garage sales or word of mouth or flea markets or small rocks or great gravy.
Keep it going.
Or witches.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Or cats.
Okay. You were reaching with that.
Or grails. I know. Cats weren't in Monty Python. I know. We don't go by any of those. Just the file card. And those classic images of the file cards and the classic and vintage toys were brought to us by 3D Joes with permission by 3D Joes. Because they are awesome, and if you're not 3D Joeing, you're doing it wrong.
All wrong.
3D Joes.
Come on, you got something.
I swore I wouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. You're well into your 40s and you won't stop playing. I like to look at 3D Joes because I gotta know what part goes with what. Because mostly I don't know. 3D Joes is there for you. All right, I'll stop.
Oh,
First time with words.
God, that's hilarious.
Joes. Put a little asterisk on this episode.
That's hilarious. Oh,
So let's get into this. I'm
do it.
sure I'm going to get an email from Carson. I call him Carson because we're buddies. No. But yeah, please stop singing when you say 3D Joes. And you know what? Just take our name off your whole slide, as a matter of fact.
Completely.
Use the logo. I don't care. Just stop singing. So, Firefly was released in 1984. He is the Cobra Saboteur, codename Firefly, file name classified, primary military specialty sabotage, demolitions, and terror.
Sneaky.
Some might say I majored in terror in community college.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you?
Because my grades were
terrible.
Birthplace classified. No one knows what Firefly's real name is or what he looks like. He is known by his work. Expert in it, kind of like Banksy. Expert in all NATO and Warsaw Pact explosives and detonators. Always places. What was that?
He looks angry.
He's not happy. If you look at just hang on. Always places his charges in the one place that affords maximum damage. There is no question about his infiltration skill since no one has ever reported seeing him enter or leave any target area.
Ooh.
Even Cobra, commander, doesn't know much about Firefly. His fees are paid into a numbered Swiss bank account and are always payable in advance. He makes no guarantees and gives no refunds. So poor customer service skills.
Yes.
I'm gonna say right off the bat.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll take your money if I want it.
It's mine.
And then what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I suppose did we not? Oh no, we didn't get into that yet. All right. Anyways, so he aims to misbehave. You must stop him. I didn't do word for word exactly how we did tripwires because I don't want it to be so boring. But basically, this is the stuff from Tripwire. So feel free to advance a few seconds if you just watched Tripwire. How to become Firefly's nemesis. You would be an explosive ordnance disposal specialist, EOD, 89 Delta. He has 10 weeks of basic training, 37 weeks of advanced individual training. AIT consists of 2 phases. Soldiers will receive basic EOD instruction and go through the bomb suit test. Phase 1 is held at Fort Lee, Virginia. Soldiers must pass this test in the 70-pound consists of hands-on training. Soldiers are screened upon arrival to training and will be recertified every 3 years. So what do they learn there? Electronics, robotics, detection and destruction, chemistry, and biology. So if you follow that logic that they may use those things, the person who sets those bombs might use the same things.
Right.
Or at least be familiar with those things.
Yeah.
Maybe to try to foil it so that their little robot can't get them or turn off the bomb or whatever. Oh boy. It's a lot of reading. Okay.
That is a lot of reading.
You know what? I'm going to do it for once. I'm going to do it once here.
Okay.
Pause if you want to see this. Pause it. Pause your screen right now if you want to read that. We just said it all with Tripwire. I'm not going to make you sit through all this again and hear me flapping my gums. It's the same stuff. It's basically, it's the phase 1 training in a suit. You carrying a heavy suit around. You got to be able to get up. You got to be able to walk a certain distance. You got to be able to hear. You got to be able to see. You got to be able to communicate.
You know, the funny thing is, right? So, okay. So, and it just hit me right now. We're talking about all of this. Like right. He's gone through a particular academy. And I know that we're just getting the information because it's very similar, right?
Sure. Right.
But think about it. Would you think that a bad guy actually went to an academy? That never would cross my mind. Good guy, yes.
I think he went to a villain trade school.
Like he went and studied under like a master anarchist. You know what I'm saying? It was his apprentice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the good guy, no, if it has anything to do with like any type of military, style, you went to an academy. You know what I'm saying? Like you were trained by the best of the best of the best of the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right. Now, you could make the case that he is former military of a particular country we don't know.
Right.
And that maybe he had attitude problems or disciplinarian problems or things like that. And learned all this stuff, was able to squeak by, and then, left because he shot a dog or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something terrible.
Yeah.
And then now he, sells his services
to the highest bidder.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that. I mean, I've seen that movie. I feel like I don't know what movie, but it feels like it's a movie.
Yeah.
Or
it should be Hollywood. Let's go.
Bike run raising Arizona. Yeah. I'm jumping around a lot here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you got to do if you want to stop Firefly. So here are his tools of the trade. These are not available at Walmart. I checked.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm showing you. If it was easy to get, no, you jokers can go figure this out on your own. Yeah. But C4, we got Semtex, we got Dynamite, and then RDX. These are probably some things that he's very familiar with, I would think. And yeah, these things make booms.
When you looked up this research, like, did you add in, I am doing research for a podcast, or like, you know what I'm saying at the end? So,
well, I sat down, I was like,
bells.
How do you make a bomb? I visited some opposite political parties I visited some opposite political party websites and was like, texting them that I don't like them. It's funny you ask these questions, but I'll just tell you because I got nothing to hide. Just like, I might kill you one day, things like that.
But it's cool.
Yeah, how to build a bomb, how to charge to, blow up something. YouTube, are you listening? YouTube. That's sarcasm. I didn't really do that. We're cool. Okay. All right. So this is his packaging from 1984. I think he's angry because he's holding his gun wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's holding it by the magazine. Yeah. I don't even think it doesn't really seem physically possible that he's holding it that way. And have the rifle to be positioned, the rest of it. So it seems to me there was probably something else in his hand originally.
Okay.
And they were like, no, put that gun in there. So maybe he had a different weapon. Maybe he had a remote control in it or a phone. And they're like, that's not cool. Put in his rifle in there. Oh, so wow. That's that. So here's the figure breakdown. So he's got the PP-91 KEDR submachine gun, which coincidentally was designed by Yevgen. You've gonna not figure this out.
No, that was a good one. But,
no, by Dragunov. Basically, it's the guy that designed the sniper rifle that the Cobra Soldier comes with. Dragunov sniper rifle. Same guy designed that rifle. Or that weapon in life. Just a fun thing.
Nice.
He does have a pistol molded on his leg. He comes with his phone because by 84 he was very familiar with phoning home.
Yeah.
He's got his backpack. There's a toolkit molded in the backpack. You remove the panel and there's a toolkit there.
Very cool.
He has explosives molded on his backpack and his leg. He has grenades molded on his chest. He has a knife molded on his right wrist. So
yeah, little dude is really packing, bro.
Yeah, he's got weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a ruthless terrorist
Ready to go.
determined to rule the world.
Yo, how you want to get down? You know?
Yeah. So we actually have 3. I didn't mention this at the top, but we have 3 different Fireflies we're going to be looking at.
That's pretty neat.
And they all arrived, at least the 2 newest ones, to different amounts of what you might call fanfare. This is version 1 of Firefly of the classified series. So in G.I. Joe vernacular, most of the time when you say version 1, version 2, you're referring to the original figures. So version 1 Firefly would look like this. Version 2 Firefly looks like Beachhead with a hat. Like, it's different. Okay, but so in the classified series, this would be version 1, and the next one we're going to look at is version 2. So they've introduced new things and new ways for fans to fight each other. So yes, this is version 1. Classified artwork was done by Jeremy Wilson. You can find him on Instagram at Jeremy Wilson Art or at jeremywilsonart.com. And he does lots of pop culture characters and things like that. And I think it's pretty cool. You got bombs there blowing stuff up. I think that's a little drone flying around.
I get like a Bond vibe, you know what I'm saying? Coming from
it is a little Bondy, yeah. Like,
yeah,
I expect you to die. Yeah, a little bit. So here is the classified Firefly breakdown. So he does have a gun.
Yeah.
Don't know what it does or what, but it's there. It's a gun. Probably. He does come with some dynamite. He has a little drone, and he has a remote to fly his little drone around. And the drone actually perches on his backpack, so that's kind of a cool thing.
That's cool.
He has knives molded on his backpack. He does have some tools molded on the backpack, and he does have a backpack. And then he's got he does have goggles. I don't have that on here. He has goggles. And then he's got this blast armor suit. Now, this is where the fans are truly divided. Maybe not evenly divided, but they're divided about whether they consider this to be an accurate interpretation of what Firefly would wear. And we can get into this later as far as that goes into the judgment phase. But something to keep in mind when we look at Firefly version 2, classified Firefly version 2, which is this one.
Hey, look at that guy.
Yeah, don't know who did the artwork on it. But it's a pretty cool packaging. I wish, and actually I got my wish, they would stop with the package changes and stick with something. And now they've gone back to plastic full packaging. And so we get our cool artwork back, at least for the time being.
Word.
Until they decide on something else.
Word.
So here is classified Firefly version 2 and his breakdown. He comes with his little submachine gun. He comes with a pistol. He's got a suppressor that you can put on either gun. He's got his nods, military vernacular, basically night vision goggles. He's got this drone is a little car, kind of Call of Duty-esque. He does have a remote for that. He's got a knife that you can put on his wrist. And web gear and backpack, all kinds of explosives and things all around. Like, too much to even like list on here.
Right.
And then he's got 2 landmines that you can just, put around wherever he wants to put things. So very familiar looking. What's that?
I said, why would one person carry all of that, man?
That's why he has a little car, I guess. Little car.
That's just dangerous. One small step.
So, Stephen the Writing Dad, who lights your fire? So we're saving this discussion. So so you've got your version 1 classic Firefly look where he's wearing like an overall suit with like a sweater or something underneath.
Right.
It's like I don't know if it's supposed to look like a jumpsuit or with a belt, or I'm not sure, but basically it's a tactical uniform of some sort. And then your version 1 classified Firefly has got the bomb suit on, which is probably a little clunky and hard to run around in.
That's what I'm thinking.
I suppose if he were Tripwire for Cobra, it would be, this could be what because Cobra pretty much, they don't follow OSHA standards. So this would probably satisfy their safety requirements.
Right.
Just give him the heavy coat. That's fine. He doesn't need a mask.
Yeah.
He's got the cloth mask. What's he crying about? Um, so a lot of fans don't believe that Firefly would wear something like this. Now, there's something you may not know is in the comics, Firefly's backstory. I'm not going to give it away, but it gives a different spin to this character. Basically, where his flexibility would become a thing he would probably value. We'll just say it that way. Okay. Okay. So back to version 1 classified Firefly. So he's got the heavier coat. He does have a little electronics drone, which we know from Tripwire,
right,
that probably he's going to know how to do some kind of electronics. That's assuming that they have, it's even possible that they might have been buddies through the military, and then they split up.
That's a possibility
after training, and Firefly went on to be the bad guy. That's how I see it in my head canon.
Right.
I didn't have Firefly as a kid, but I might have played that way as a child if I had him. Okay, so version 2 classified Firefly pretty much was made because fans were hacked off about version 1.
Okay.
I assume this line is successful enough. They probably were going to get around to making a more accurate to the original toy version anyway. So they took that, gave him some updates with the nods, the night vision goggles, gave him a different drone, some other little bits and bobs, because I'm British now. So which Firefly do you think is more Firefly based on the file card?
Based on the file card, all right. So the classic, for me, other than that, what kills it is the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like if that particular weapon wasn't there, I'd say, okay, classic. He keeps his face covered. He wants to be light and nimble. He has to go in, set the bombs.
Which one are you talking about?
The original classic version.
Oh, okay. The old school. Okay. So you don't like his little submachine gun?
I just don't like the gun. I don't like the gun. But you would think, at least in all the movies that I've ever seen, okay, because that's my only go-to with this.
Oh, this just in.
Oh,
we've just been canceled. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. I promise I'll stop doing that. Okay, no, go ahead. See if they're right. I'm sorry.
No, but
that's a bold take. It's a bold stance you're taking here. It's a bold stance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're going in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not there to linger. They're just going in as fast as possible. So they want to be mobile,
Right.
I don't like version 1 of the classified.
Very good.
Just because for that very same reason.
Right.
Too bulky. I don't see that happening. He's not disengaging the bombs. He's setting them. Like if he wouldn't be getting paid.
Right.
The version 2 is a great figure, but it's a lot of it is very similar to the original classic, other than just
very true. Right.
Updated, styles.
Right.
That's it. So I am biased to the newer, sleeker design. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm gonna go with version 2, but the classic also could have taken it easily.
Right. Right.
And that was a long-winded way for me to say version 2 of classified version 2.
Yeah. Which is a new one? That's the one. The new one is the one I like.
The last one that came up. That's
right.
So if anything, skip all of that rambling and then
Right. Yeah, I think I'm in pretty much agreement with you. I think version 1 of the classified just it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Would repaint him blue and call him Mind Viper or something, I don't know. Dino Viper. Dynaviper, like dynamite. Okay. So it really comes down to version 1 of the classic series. I gotta find a different way to say that. Version 1 of the vintage series.
Okay.
Or version 2 of the classified. Those are the two contenders, right? That's what you're saying. And I agree with that 100%. So for me, it comes down to, because I've always said, you can go back literally tens of episodes.
On it, yeah.
I have such a long and plentiful recording history.
That's right.
But no, you can go through everything. I've always said that if the classified figure is just copying the original, then the original is the winner, because I'm not going to say something is superior because of articulation that didn't exist then, or things like that. So the determination is Goggles, the nods, and the drone enough to push him over the top? That's the question. Is that enough to make him different? To make him superior? I don't know. I think so. I think. I mean, based on Tripwire, again, here's a bold stance that I'm going to take right now.
Okay.
No other podcast about Firefly is going to mention Tripwire near as much as we do.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank.
Preach, brother.
No other podcast about Firefly talks about Tormund Skoog as much as we do.
Yeah, we got that one in the bag.
But that's the whole thing, is I feel like these two are unrequited couple. Not in a romantic way, but like, maybe that's what that means. I have to look up unrequited. But in my mind, it means this was a missed opportunity that, this could have been his Yosemite Sam to Tripwire's Bugs Bunny.
You are a worthy rival.
I hate that rabbit. I feel like Tripwire might have been Yosemite Sam more, but on the next episode of Plastic Profiles, which G.I. Joe is more like Yosemite Sam? No, yeah, leave a comment down below if you think that Tripwire or Firefly is more like Yosemite Sam. Or Yosemite Sam talk. Okay.
Real talk. I know we're gonna move on right now, but what if, like, when he spoke in Yosemite Sam's voice? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he surprised all of us and be like,
you know what?
That varmint.
Look at him right there. Ooh, I hate that rabbit. He's doing it.
Yes.
He's Yosemite Samming like hardcore there. Actually, here's a better shot. There you go.
Yo, forever in my mind now, that's his voice.
Concern it. He's got that grumpy old prospector Yosemite Sam voice. Yeah, I got it. I think that's him. So I think Firefly Classified version 2 is the winner, because he takes everything the original one has and then sprinkles some more stuff on top with the drone, and it's the night vision goggles. Firefly Classified version 1, that's just not Firefly. Firefly, it even says in his file card, he's all about sneaking in and sneaking out. And Iron Man is not a stealth guy.
Right.
Okay. He's coming and going. You're going to hear the same thing. Clink, 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 clink. Who's running down the hallway? Oh, I think it's an angry prospector. No, it's Firefly. So, because you can hear his pots and pans and his what do you call that? The
big bag.
Filtering. Clink, 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 clink.
He just takes a piece of like gold and goes. He bites mine.
I'll be hornswoggled. I found some gold.
This hair's a thing of beauty.
Just like Fly. That's such a Firefly thing to do.
That's
Okay,
his hobby.
so
That's his hobby. Like, he sifts for gold. Like
Destro, call on Firefly.
They need him. He's like, yo,
he's in the mountains panhandling.
And they come from behind and they're trying to like recruit him for a job, and he's like sifting through. They're talking, he's ignoring them.
His boots are off and his jumpsuit's rolled up to his knees so his feet don't get wet, and he's in the filth. What do you jackrabbits want now? He has one backpack full with pots and pans and things all hanging off of it.
There was a fire.
He's got a campfire cooking
with the cooking station.
Yeah. It folds up and slides into his backpack.
Big rocks all around it to make it a circle.
A bag of marshmallows that a raccoon is like eating. Wow. Our Firefly fan fiction is amazing. Well,
all right. Yeah.
So it's united. We've united to form one opinion that Firefly Classified version 2 is the winner. Right. He is the most Firefly of all the Fireflies. He's the ultimate Firefly according to the file card. It's not necessarily the best figure, although it probably is with the articulation and things like that.
Yeah.
And the strength of accessories and that parts don't break off easy and that sort of thing. But that's not what we're saying. Yeah. It's not what we do here.
No.
It's all about which figure ultimately is the ultimate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Closest.
So now is the time for it's not. He can be anybody. He can have any face. We don't know what he looks like. No casting call.
It can be me.
Get anybody you want. It is. It's him. It could be Yosemite Sam.
Oh, like that.
It could be Prospector Pete.
Was it a tooth?
Yeah.
With a pointy hat, like one of those. Like
this will be good for a couple dollars in town. Yeah. People have gold now. It's but if we were to do a casting call, what we would do is find an actor or actress that comes from the home state, territory, location, province, cul-de-sac as the character that we're looking at. Based on Firefly's file card, he could be anybody. We don't know. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know where he's from. We don't know anything about him. So we're not doing a casting call today. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
But we will be back.
We will be back with the next one. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but it's going to be fun. So here is our current 1983, 83, 84 checklist. We can see that Firefly is now crossed out. So we've got left to do. We've got Grunt, Short Fuse. They don't have a Short Fuse yet. They do have a Grunt. Tripwire. I didn't cross him off yet. There should be an X there. Spirit. I didn't cross him off either. Doggone it. Oh, wait. Has Spirit come out yet? Yes. Spirit has come out already. So I'm a little lacking on my X's.
Step up your game, bro. Step up your game.
So there's Rakondo. As of now, the Retro Rakondo is in pre-order phase. So sometime this year we'll get him probably. We got Flash. No word on him yet. No word on Blowtorch. No word. Their doc has been announced, but we haven't seen him yet. Mutt and Junkyard are available for purchase now. So those should be coming soon for a plastic profile episode. Zap, the Bazooka Soldier, has not been done yet. And there is a version of Duke out, and I've been holding off on it because they actually have announced a retro Duke that will look pretty much like this. So it'll be a very similar situation to this Firefly. to this Firefly, in that we'll have 3 Dukes. And one will be thrown right out.
Yeah. Quick.
No, actually, that other Duke is pretty cool. I'm going to give you a little. So this is my Duke, and I've done a little custom on him. I gave him Grunt's lower half.
Nice.
And he doesn't have all the goofy shin armor that Duke has. And I gave him a little American flag deal.
Nice.
Where did it go? Oh, on that arm. Right there. So I'm very happy with this Duke, but I'm going to buy the retro one too because I am a fool.
No.
And who else we got? And then Airborne has been announced. He's part of another HasLab. Steven the Writing Dad, we have the his tank.
Oh.
They've also done the Dragonfly helicopter.
Nice.
And that's going to come with some figures. But Airborne, no, I'm wrong. Airborne is not one of those. Airborne was when people were wanting to be part of it. No, okay. Airborne has been announced. He will be a single release figure. My mistake that I just made and just corrected. No need to leave a comment. And then Cobra Commander, the retro Cobra Commander has been announced. There is a Mickey Mouse version of Cobra Commander that's been released, but I am not counting that one because the Cobra logo looks like Mickey Mouse and not the Cobra logo we know and love. So that's it.
That sucks.
Let's get back to this.
I'm gonna get Cobra Commander. I'm gonna get
yeah. Well, he's available for.
He's
not available for.
I have to use a new camera. I'm gonna start using my phone for the camera because you look so crisp.
There was a time when you looked better than me,
and I'm like, man,
I gotta say,
this is terrible.
You're coming straight out of 1979 right now.
Yeah, right now. Like I'm looking at it, and folks, I have a MacBook. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a
yeah. So you have a MacBook and a dirty camera.
Yeah. Like, this
but
sucks.
No, it's I just got a new camera. Newer even than the last one when my clarity changed. I am now probably too clear, most would say.
Oh no, but next time I'm using my phone. We're gonna have to work this out. This is terrible. Wow, man. Look at the clarity. You look at me. Look at this. This is all blurry. Like I'm 8-bit. Like I'm 8-bit. Like
yeah. I'm so clear and in focus, my internet cannot contain me.
That's
it's just like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it, guys. We're out of here. We're out.
That's right. Not enough bandwidth.
Hold on. I can't hear anything. Okay, I'm back. So this is my next thing I'm working on is freeing myself from this tentacle grasp in my ears. So that's Plastic Profiles. I hope you had a good time. We enjoyed making it as always.
Yes.
I haven't used this in a while. Just to let you all know, we are now wearing pants.
Yeah.
But seriously, if you enjoyed the show, please take a moment, like and subscribe. It means the world to us. I don't have a name for my fans yet. If you guys would like to take the initiative on that, but right now I'm just calling you my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more friends seemingly every day. I wish it was every day. Not every day, but I'd love to make friends every day.
He's pretty chill, right? You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy.
Yeah. I do. I like to post on my social medias. I've got Instagram. I've got Facebook. I've got X.
Yeah, he does.
I don't do a lot on X. I do the least amount. I do just a little bit of X.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of X. But I post on all those. I take lots of toy pictures. I put them on there.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
I'm starting to hit the Facebook Joe groups now. You might have found this through there. And if so, hi. I'm AgentChuckles. You can call me James though.
Hey, look at that.
But Steven, so all my links will be in the description. Steven the Writing Dad, why don't you tell us what you do?
Well, I like to talk about being a dad. Excuse me. You ever had that happen? I'm gonna start all over again. Right?
Yeah,
So,
indigestion's a big part of being a dad.
yeah. I like to talk
Big.
about being a dad. Uh, I love I have thewritingdad.com. You can find me there, where I post short stories, and I also just talk about different aspects of fatherhood, and different trouble that we have to deal with these kids. They grow up too fast,
Yeah, they do.
and sometimes you don't know where to turn, and it's good to have a community. So you can find me at thewritingdad.com. You can also find me on Instagram at @thewritingdad, and the same on TikTok and on Facebook,
That's right. That's right.
because we're in there.
Yeah, we're conquering all the medias.
Yes. Yes.
So if you enjoyed the show, please make sure, again, like and subscribe. Track us down on social media. Tell all your friends, hey, have you seen the new Plastic Profiles? It was all about Yosemite Sam.
That's
Like,
right.
they'll love
If
it.
that's, you know what though, if that's what you
Topical.
got out of it, God bless. Like, just you got something. We
It was
did
weird.
it,
The
James. We
Firefly
did it.
episode was all about Tripwire and Yosemite Sam.
I'll take it. We
You
did it,
know,
buddy.
where else are you gonna find a YouTube show with that much non-Firefly content in their
That's
Firefly
that's
episode?
true. Obviously, we're biased.
Yeah, yeah, super biased. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that does it. So thank you for watching. I really mean it. And I do, all of you viewers, I do think of you as my friends. Stay in frame. And I catch you next time. Yo, Joe, everybody.
Yo, Joe, guys.